Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, you're all having a wonderful morning. It's Friday, May 7th. Market opens in 25 minutes. It's Friday, so let's keep that in mind, guys. Fridays are the hardest day to trade. What we want to do on Fridays is come in, make that money as quickly as possible, and call it a day or kick back. Traders under PDT rule run out of day trades. They used all their day trades up earlier in the week. People close out positions and they go into the weekend. Futures this morning. We got the Dow gapping down a little bit. SPY's gapping up. NASDAQ's gapping up. Oil's down. April's expected hiring boom goes bust as non-farm payroll gain falls well short of estimates. That's not the big talk of what everybody's been talking about, though. Everybody's been talking about this Dogecoin or whatever it is, Dogecoin. Let's see Dogecoin's price. It's currently at 60 pennies. Elon Musk hosts Saturday Night Live this upcoming Saturday. So be cautious if you're holding this Dogecoin. I mean, it's just like any other bubble. It's gonna burst at any moment. The big run up will probably be maybe $1 on it. And then I think that Saturday Night Live, that's when everybody's gonna dump it. That's gonna be the grand finale. A year from now, this Dogecoin is pretty much gonna be worthless. It's gonna be around a penny probably. So BTX was the big mover this past upcoming week. Going supernova parabolic. I mean, look at that. Starting here at 350, running all the way up to $80. Now it's currently at the backside of its move, but that doesn't mean it's entirely over with. There's a lot of opportunities on the downside. Whenever this thing bounces and gets fast snaps to the upside, we could take advantage of those. I mean, every single day, the stock has been likened to run and rip right out of the open. So today, going into the open, I'm going to be keeping an eye on BTX for that snap over 40. This could run easily right back up to $50. So I'm going to be watching BTX. I'm also going to be watching RHE. RHE was another recent supernova from 350 all the way up to $28. Same thing, backside of its move, but it's starting to level out right here at this $14. This is a mid-candle breakout pattern that we like to look out for in the group here. So I think RHE, we could see a nice snap and push on this bad boy from 15s at least back up to possibly $20. So a nice $5 rip to the upside. There's good opportunities setting up here. And then yesterday, we had LEDS. LEDS ran from 5 all the way up to $13.50. And if you guys remember yesterday when I hopped on and streamed with you guys, when it was starting to crack and break down right here, I put this stock on parabolic alert. I said, watch, this stock's going to come right back up to the highs, and it very possibly could run into $20. But this thing failed and failed and failed. Double topping up here at $13.50. And a lot of death candle flushes on this bad boy. From $12.71 flushing down to $11.30. $12 flushing down to $10.75. Those are some pretty deep flushes on this thing, and I think that scared away a lot of people. But LEDS is still holding up and hanging around. If this thing can get back up and above $10, it could get people's attention again because it's not far away from its highs. Shorts could get aggressive on this. They can all pile in on it. They're all thinking it's the backside of the move. It crumbled and fell apart here at the end of the day yesterday. They don't want to hold a short position into a long weekend. You could easily see the short squeeze still. LADS. So keep this bad boy on watch. Also going to be watching MVIS. MVIS has had several good opportunities on it. We've recently just had a good pullback here from 17s all the way down to 13. Looks like it's trying to gear up for a nice pop today. I could see this spiking up to at least 1550, 1650. This is more of like a swing type stock where you get in on it and you anticipate it because this thing likes to move fast. Go back to a few days ago. Look at how fast it ran up right here. So you don't want to be that person chasing after this bad boy. You always want to try to anticipate these moves before they happen. TKAT. I'm still going to keep eyes on this thing, even though it's been trending down recently. This thing loves to lift and just skip dollars at a time. And volume could easily come back into this and push it up. It's right at its 50-day moving average on the daily chart at 24. I want to just keep an eye on it, see what it does. And then also don't forget Playboy. Playboy, this thing's a beast, a straight beast. You cannot underestimate this thing. From $48 running up to $60. Here running from $56 all the way up to $63. Sure, it did fall apart hard right here from 63 all the way down to 52. And then yesterday formed a wedge here and then continued even lower down to 46. This stock pulls back from the highs, $20. So keep an eye on Playboy for it to break over that psychological $50 right here. $50, this thing could easily run back up to $56, $60. So I'm going to keep eyes on Playboy. I also see TLRY's having a gap up this morning. This thing just got destroyed and demolished recently from 1950 all the way down here to $14, pulling back for 1, 2, 3, 4 straight red days. I like this gap up. I want to see if it can hold up above 15. If it can hold up above 15 and work off from that level, we could see 1550, 16, 1650, even $17. But this is like a marijuana pot related stock. These marijuana type stocks, they're so random in the way that they move. There's just, they've always been like that. And marijuana pot stocks have always been like swing trade type stocks. So we'll see what happens here on TLRY. It may just fade off all the way back down to 14. Just keep an eye on it. See what happens with it. What else we got here? ISNS. This was a recent pump and dump. You could see there was 2 really nice rips right here up to that trend line. It's been leveling out here just below $8. I'll keep this on the back burner. If it ever does get over that $8 again, it could easily rip right back up to 9. Just something to keep on the back burner and see how it plays out. It's not my number one by any means. We also have SKLZ perking up a little bit this morning. This stock has been trending down from 22 down here to 14. I'm seeing a lot of themes of that. A lot of stocks we've talked about and covered so far, they've all been at or near 20, and then they've just been in a straight down retracement to this 14, and they're all starting to perk up. So paying attention to the overall theme, what do you keep seeing over and over again? SKLZ, this one is a weird mover. If you're a newer trader, I would recommend staying away from this type of stock because you can easily get scared out of it. I'd want to see SKLZ hold 1550 and work up off that. And it can push to 1650, 17. 17 is going to be like that trigger level for it. If it can get over 17, this thing could easily run to 1750, $18. Let me pull up BTX here real quick. See, already so far, BTX is starting to pop up to over 41. So right out of the open, I'm going to have my eyes on BTX. Now, you guys, be careful with BTX. This stock can flush hard. It can skip dollars at a time. Rewind back to yesterday. From here at 48, the stock pulled all the way down to $43. So it pulled back here $5. You got to be careful with your size. If you're in too large, this stock could just destroy you. A little 2,000 shares, that may be like a lot to a lot of you guys, but if a stock's moving $5 like this, 2,000 shares, that's going to turn into a $10,000 loss. We don't want that. And look at this run from 43 to 53. And then from 53 crashing down to 49. So this stock, it can rip and move. You can't get caught up tunnel vision on one specific time frame. You got to kind of pay attention to the bigger time frame and get an idea of the big picture of what's been going on. So we got 12 minutes before this market opens. Stuff that's gapping up on the gap scanners right now, ORGS, it does have a chance. This very well could run up to 650, 750. Let's see. So it looks like it's an earnings winner. They post Q1 revenue of $9.4 million. We'll just have to see if volume flows into this bad boy. The float on it's 21.5 million. So far pre-market, it's got 1.7 million in volume. Let me check real quick on Flash SEC and see if it's clean. What are you guys watching and paying attention to this morning? All right, so ORGS. Float held by institutions is at 28%. They have cash. They have 25 months of cash on hand. They have an active shelf, a few of them. Oops. Active shelf, primary shares outstanding, 100 million. Remaining shelf value, I'm sorry, 0. This one's complete. This one's complete. They got 3.4 million shares there. So it looks like they just have 3.4 million shares of the float. Secondary. So with that being in mind, I want to see volume flowing into this bad boy. 3.4 really isn't that much when a stock's doing volume of like 50 million, 60 million. They'll eat that right up. And I hope that this BTX just doesn't take off without me. Right out of the open, I'd like to see it flush down and then work its way up. I don't want to see it ramp up right now and run up pre-market. Yup, I totally forgot about you guys in the microphone. I was just saying OCGN. Stay away from it if you're on the long side. OCGN is toast. And DLPN, this thing needs to get up and above 950 and it needs to break $10. It's in a confirmed downtrend. Just be careful with this DLPN because you need volume. And it looks like it's dying off. Someone said IBIO. Not too interested in IBIO. It may squeeze over too, but you got a lot of resistance at $1.80, $2. The highest I see it going is 250. PTOO, not interested. GPRO. GPRO, I don't think it'll do anything. CCXI, I'd stay away from that. That's like catching a fallen knife. I think there's better opportunities out there. Like BTX, RHE, LEDS, TLRY. See, we even got our marijuana stocks guy in here talking about TLRY and watching. So this is this is Robert, who I was mentioning yesterday. So this is the good thing about being a part of a community. You have other people who specialize in different subjects and areas in the stock market. Robert is our marijuana guy. Dev Deviating is our ETFs index guy. All right, so we got the market opening here in 2.5 minutes. So BTX, I'm going to be watching right out of the gates. RHE is starting to pop off right now. I could see that one having a good rip. And LEDS, but be cautious with LEDS. That stock, look back yesterday at how many death candles there was on that bad boy. You don't want to be caught in a $1.50 flush down. All right, let's let this market open up and see what opportunities set up for us today, guys. RHE's already popping off. That's a shame. I don't like to see that right 2 minutes before the market opens. I'm not going to chase after a stock that's ripping up $2 right when that market opens. That's a bummer. Gonna run all the way up to $20 probably. Watch. Let's get out there and have a good day, guys. Remember, we're not out here chasing random stuff out of the open. We're being calm and collective, waiting for setups to come to us. Trading isn't random. Market's going to open here in 10 seconds. I'd like to see RAG pull back down to like 16. Yeah, I'm not chasing after that. It's already up to $18. And I didn't mention we also have SBH I'm going to be keeping an eye on as well. Yeah, that's a shame. RHE. I don't like that's so stupid that it'd pop up and rip like that 3 minutes before the market opens. I want this market to open up and for stocks to like gear up and rip, not just rip right out of the open like that. That was a beautiful setup. It's all right. We still got opportunities out here. SBH is starting to rip up. That can blow over 25. It's testing 25 right now. Yesterday, this stock ripped from 23 all the way up to 25. There it goes. Back to BTX real quick. Let's see if from 41 here, it can start snapping and ripping up. It'll rip up to 43. I'd want to see $40 hold on it. Nothing's going off on the momentum scanner. ORGS, I could see that blowing up over 6. Let that set up. Playboy's starting to lift up. RHE from 16 to 19. Wow. Even TLRY, that bad boy's ripping from 15 up to 1560s. RHE pushing over 19. Want to keep an eye on this BTX. Look at that push. Man, that's missed opportunity. We seen it too, pre-market, what it could do. Like I said though, there's no way I'm chasing after something though. 2-3 minutes before the market opens like that. Why am I going to chase after it at 17 for it to flush on me a $1.50? TLRY, that bad boy's perking and going. Nice push off that 15. I'd want to see this BTX pull right back down here to 40.50. BTX push over 42. Start ripping. There she goes. 42, 43. Let volume chase after it. It could snap up to 45. Right off that $40, guys. Look at the volume push into that bad boy. From 40 all the way up to 43. That's a $3 push. Oh, and don't forget about my alerts going off. TKAT is starting to push up. This bad boy can skip dollars. Boom. Blast like that. This thing could push all the way up to 28. BTX is pulling back. I'd want to see this area hold as support for BTX. RHE is getting that pullback. It's about to surge up. It's going to blow over 20. There goes BTX. TKAT's pushing 26. What I tell you guys, it's got room to push all the way up to 28. Even BTX is about to have an explosion on it. Gonna blow over 43. There it goes. Right up to 45. There goes RHE running all the way up to $20. Boom. Told you guys it was going to blow over 20. That's an A+ setup right there. All the way up to 21. Gonna run into a halt. You're about to see it halt right here. It's gonna pop up. Trading halted. Gotta be fast with your opportunities. Gotta jump up on them when they approach. Gonna be resistance here on RHE at 22. I already traded twice. I'm up 5,000. Made 1,600 on RHE. And I traded BTX. Made $3,400. 2 trades. Market's only been open 12 minutes. Already up just over 5,000. Let's go. Even MVIS. Look at that, guys. Right off that $14. We marked it all out and planned it pre-market. We said, watch, wait for MVIS to hold up, and this is the type of stock. It surges. From 14, it surged all the way up $1.85. Easy money plays, guys. This is why you have a game plan. You show up early and you map this stuff out. And then you trust in yourself. TLRY is looking for that continuation. This is going to push all the way up to 1650. TLRY. RHE, that bad boy's gone. $22. And this stock ran 2 days ago. Everybody forgot about it because everybody is all over there watching LEDS. And then when they see RHE going off on their scanners, they're like, oh snap, I forgot about this one. Let me chase it. $6 rip to the upside. First 15 minutes. 68% of stocks right now are pushing green, new highs on the day. Looks like BTX stalled out at 43. Right there. 43.60s. I'd want to see this pull back and hold up here above 40. The more it can hold up above 40 and build up off this, the better. TLRY testing that 16. Volume's retracing on it. That's not a good sign. Playboy, I'd want to see this hold previous day's close. See, it's struggling at that red line I put here at $50. It's a big psychological level. But Playboy does look like it's trying to gear up for a rip up to at least 51, 52. Back to RHE. I said 22 is resistance on it. Looking at that 10-minute time frame. Let me load up my pen. On that 10-minute time frame right here. Little wedge on this bad boy. And it fell through that wedge. Connect a line straight over. That's going to be resistance. You can see it's currently acting as it right now. Always try to look at charts and see where the patterns are and where the stock failed from that pattern. That's where resistance will be a lot of times. Let's see if I could see one here on BTX. So same thing here on BTX. See how there's a wedge right here? A little tiny one. And it failed and fell through right there. Draw a line straight over. And it's at that 45 bucks. Resistance. IHT's hitting the scans and running. Pushing up already. $2. $2.50 to $4.50. Put this on the back burner. IHT. This could develop into something later on. I wouldn't chase after it right now. Right up into a halt. IHT. Be careful as well. It's a AMEX stock. It's on the American Stock Exchange. The float on it, 3 million. You guys know how I feel about AMEX stocks. And then even our last minute SBH. See how this bad boy got over that 25 here from this morning? It ran all the way up to $25.50, flushed down to $25. It's now holding as support, and right back up she goes to the high. Old resistance is now holding as support. And then BTX, paying attention to the bigger picture on this bad boy. It needs to hold this level here on the downside. If not, it's going lower. New lows here on the 10-minute. LMFA, reverse split, 1 for 5 split, starting to heat up. This could have a nice rip on it. Let's see what happens with this one. Well, there's a lot of resistance up there at 650, and there's resistance at 550. So chasing after this thing up here, I wouldn't. Sorry if I'm not paying too much attention to you guys over here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. My eyes are all everywhere in the market. I'm trying to concentrate. I got my attention as well on the guys here in chat. But a lot of things that we planned out pre-market before the market opened did exactly as we said. BTX had a nice little quick snap on it to the upside. And as day traders, we have to be fast. We're in it to make money. We get in, make money, get out. I'm not a long-term investor. I'm not looking to hold on to positions and plays for hours on end. I like these stocks that move fast, give me opportunity with the volatility, get in, get out. RHE just non-stop up to 22. MVIS, see what happens? If you miss it and you chase after it, we said $14 hold up. From 14, it ripped all the way up to 1480s. I said pre-market, this is the type of stock you don't chase after it. If you chase after it, you're too late. And look, if you would have chased after this thing, it's slowly pulling back 80 cents on you from the highs. You don't want to be down here holding that. Because who knows if it will come back. It's Friday. Remember what I said right when we started. Fridays, you want to come in, make that money, and be done. Because that's what everybody else is doing. RHE up here, it's too risky, guys. I mean, this could have a death candle here. From 21 down here to 19. Let's see what happens here on IHT. Yeah, there you go. Irish Wolf had SSY on watch, ripping from 380s all the way up to 460s. That's a good move. TLRY isn't going away. From here, this has to hold 1590. It's gearing up for that surge. If it fails here, it's going down to 1560s, 50. Right at resistance right here. Funko's getting a nice push right now. If you're familiar with Funko in the past, you know Funko likes to rip dollars. Look at already today it's up from 22 all the way up to almost 25. So Funko, this is an earnings winner. Funko beats by 14 cents on revenue. Wow. Funko's near its all-time highs. And Funko, that's a popular toy with a lot of people. Those little plastic thing that they make of cartoons and anything under the sun is really popular with people. RHE's trying to gear up and snap up to 22. Trying to potentially gear up and squeeze up higher. Stock very well could test that $30. It very well could. Do not underestimate this stock. Float on it's 1.5 million. That's a nano float. And then IHT right off that $4 rips right back up to highs. Right there. Nice opportunity on that thing. Watch if it breaks highs here. Watch how fast it rips up and snaps to the upside. Watch how much it pushes. I would want to see IHT hold up for 450. I want to see it hold that and this halt there from right here start surging up over that 5. It's up 100%. Let's take a step back and realize that for a second. Stock just ran up from 250 to $5. It just doubled in value. Looks like it's struggling at that $5. So this is where at that point as a trader, you have to tell yourself, this isn't breaking. I got to get out. Instead of holding and hoping. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Sure, it could surge up and pop up over 5, but this thing, it could exhaust itself from right here and slam down easily $1. I'll keep this up and let it play out to show you guys what happens. Watch. Watch how fast this thing fails and it just slams down. That's where you have to have that discipline to tell yourself, I have to cut this. It's not going. You got to notice what's going on and see, look at it's failing. From 485, it just slammed down to 425. That's a 70-cent slam down there. You don't want to be holding on to something like that with the downside like that. To what? Sell into to panic and sell into the first pop over 5 to make 30 pennies? That TLRY is looking pretty juicy. deviating. I could see us getting a good pop in the indexes today. Most sectors setting up nice. Got a position on FAS this morning. Just tried to get filled on TECL, and E-Trade is lagging for the order. So be careful if you're trading with them, guys. Would wait to see what SPY does when it pulls back. Yeah, so if E-Trade's down, it happens. Brokers, it happens. It happens at TD Ameritrade. It happens at Charles Schwab. It happens. You can't get mad or upset at that happening. And you also have to recognize now your emotions too. If you're trying to buy and your broker's having problems, that could trigger a lot of emotional triggers in your head, and you can go easily into revenge trading. This IHT isn't dying, is it? I don't know if I would trust IHT. I feel like it's going to get a quick snap up on it, and then it's going to slam down super hard. I don't like how they're toying around with it right here. I'm not touching it. I'm not going after IHT. I'm getting bad vibes off of it. RHE starting to perk up. Yep, RHE's gonna, I think it's gonna trap longs here. Drop it back down. See what I'm saying here on IHT? It's struggling at that $5. That's a tall tale sign. I want to see stocks surge and have strength and power, not fumble around here at $5 and play around. Like I said, I'm getting bad vibes off this IHT. I wouldn't touch it. RHE from here, it's going to pull back down. 2050. This is going to be do or die for it. It's either going to squeeze up and go supernova, or it's going to fail and fade off the rest of the day. There it goes. Wow, what a grind up and push. Yeah, RHE's gone. That bad boy is gonna run. IHT's still sitting there at $5. I wouldn't be holding on to that thing. I'm telling you guys, it'll slam down super hard. You don't want to be seeing stocks just sit at resistance. That's not showing strength. TLRY. Pushing. RHE pushing 24. Oops, I'm sorry. LMFA just keeps going and going and going into halts. Yeah, EARS had a nice run from 3 all the way up to 430. Ooh, LADS is looking good. I could see LADS ripping right back up to 950. Watch this RHE. '22's holding as support on RHE. That's what you want to see. And this thing can run. Good call this morning, Hawk. You've seen the mid-candle breakout on RHE, and look what it's done today. DISCK. This might be the turning point for it finally. BIAC from 38 up to 40. IHT still sitting up there. SSY, I could see this pushing up to 550. I'm still up 5K on the day. I haven't traded anything else. I traded RHE, almost 1,700 bucks, and BTX, 3,400, 5,100 bucks. When you make that money, it's pretty much time to sit back and chill. I don't like to keep pressing, trying to go. That's how you can blow up. My job, I'm a professional profit taker. I come in, make money, lock it in. And that's what I try to preach to you guys every day here in the chat. Man, IHT, this bad boy sure is trying to gear up. And then look at our TLRY. Doing exactly as we planned pre-market. What'd we say? From 15, this could run all the way up to 1650. It's more of a swing type play. Great move on TLRY. That's a good swing. And LEDS starting to lift up and push over this 9 in the VWAP there. Gonna pull back down here to 850s, gear up and surge up over that 9. Like I said, I could see it pushing the 950, 975. And RHE, that bad boy isn't done yet. I want to see how this plays out. We could get that parabolic run to $30. I want to be prepared if that happens. Already got 23 million in volume on the day. RHE. 24 million in volume. That floats 1.5 million. They've rotated the float around 15 times. It's 22 level. That's a pretty big level for this. Below that, $20. Wow. Great job, Irish Wolf. My 2 cents, Mr. Consistency, having another solid green day. Even though it's not much, he's doing it. He's starting at a level. He's proving to himself that he can consistently trade profitably and comfortably with his size, learning and seeing how these stocks like to move. You keep doing that and you slowly start to level up. That's how you get better and better and better. TLRY rode the first shelf, 1595 to 1640, 2 for 2 Friday. Awesome job. Also something here Irish Wolf wrote this morning that I'll read for you guys. Okay, enough cake and fireworks. It's time to get back to business. It is Friday, May the 7th. A day you go into the markets focused, alert, and you go in fast and you hit them hard like a sniper. Cupcake and Hawk Driver are completely right. You will find things about yourself you never knew existed. You will know emotions from one end of the spectrum to the other. This is a tough game and you cannot rush or think you can skip any part of it. Some will find some parts of it easier or harder than others. I can tell you firsthand, and you will and should go back and review, go over and make sure you fully understand the basics of each and every part to the fullest. You will thank yourself later. Trust me. You cannot be a great surgeon and skip the important parts. You can't go in knowing half of it. Know it, learn it, live it. It's a process, and the harder you work at it and longer you do it, you will start to see some light. But not before the pain you must endure. Pain, it's all part of the process of it. It conditions you into striving harder than ever, have wanting it even more. Most will give up and quit. This is for the weak. That is not you and why you are here. Believe me, you will find every excuse. You will believe in so many falses and just trust yourself. The more you do, the more you know you will. begin to believe and see and have the confidence and start to know all that hard work paid off. Believe me, I struggled, still do. You will struggle with yourself here and at home. There may be things going on that contribute to the pain. I will tell you firsthand, if I can do it, any of you can. Trust Mr. Wolf. He tells you this every day, gives you the tools needed, and is guiding you on your own path. Focus on one thing that you see clearly and are good at, then move on. There are many different ways to achieve it and find what works for you. Work hard and you will be rewarded. You want something, go and get it. It's right in front of you. And that was off of last night, yesterday. You guys were in the Thursday chat talking to the other guys. And this is just to give you guys some example. We had a conversation yesterday. I want to try to point it out and show you guys. Look at Irish. 2 for 2. Small on LADS. And 75 on the upside. Waited for the flush and used that 910 area as entry. Waited both times for it to get the flush out of the system. The second was a crystal clear. Mr. Wolf setup. Risky with those death candles, but sniper in and out before anyone knew I was there. I want to cover with you guys and bring this up quickly because it is good, important topics. And it made myself pretty proud that 2 of my top students here, they're picking up on it and seeing. Like, you can really tell if somebody has it and they will be a good trader based on how they talk. Actions speak louder than words. If you're studying your butt off, your actions and the way you speak in the community will tell you've been studying. All right, so we got Danzig. Still missing tons of plays. For now, it's like I'm one step behind moves. Can be frustrating. My only conclusion is that even though I see all this money I'm leaving on the table, at least I'm not losing big and I'm learning. It's just that at some point I want to catch some success. Still grinding. It's going to be a long road. It's not going to be an easy road. You have to grind and grind and grind. Remember, I say it all the time, and I am not bullshitting you guys. I lost money for 2.5 years straight before I even started seeing consistency. I didn't give up. I stuck with it, and it paid off. You have to go through the bad to get to the good. One scout for me. I am right there with you. Lately, I have been applying the fib retracement over the last few days, and that is helping me get the sense for some of the behavior of these stocks. Yup, one day at a time, I'm seeing progress, so I'll take that as positive. We'll get there one day, not doing the FOMO thing. And I said, your time will come. Markets are not going anywhere. I had the same feelings. I kept telling myself, when is it going to give? When am I finally going to pick this up and start learning it? It's like I'm never going to get this game. I'm telling you guys, if you keep studying and compiling all that information in your head, one day it's just all gonna click and everything's gonna make sense. It really is. One scout for me. I have only been a member for a few weeks, and I am so grateful for all the work, all the information here, but seems to get easily distracted. I start going through the classes and homework, and while doing that, I get sidetracked and off onto another learning item. I am still doing homework from the second class, and in the meantime, I have started watching videos about Fibonacci and mental aptitude. Still have to finish the homework from class 2. You're going to get sidetracked in many different directions. There's a lot of rabbit holes in this game. A lot of rabbit holes. What I did when I was learning, one week, I would focus only on chart patterns. Then the next week, I'd flip on to candlesticks. Then the next week, I'd learn about tape reading. All as well getting that screen time under my belt. So Cupcake sounds like me. There's a lot to learn, so it's hard not to get distracted. But I feel like the thing you need to be consistent with is the screen time. Always put your screen time in, then slowly go through all the videos, books, lessons, and content. If you always put your screen time in, you will start to see things you are learning come to life in front of you. Hawk Driver, focus, 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 focus. One thing and get good at it. I started with momentum trading and got okay at it. Not wolf level by any means, but enough to be profitable. Now that I feel like I have an 80% understanding on momentum plays, I have shifted focus towards reversal plays, different set of strategies, risk, and rewards. Focus on one thing at a time, and before you know it, you will be a well-rounded trader that can maneuver your way through multiple different market conditions. You guys really hit on a few key subjects here that I was proud of. RHE still battling at it. Even IHT, look at it, all the way down to $4. Now it's right back up at its highs. Keep this on your back burner, like I said. Let it set up. I don't think it goes yet. I think it pulls back down to 450. It builds up off that and surges up over 5. Not yet, IHT. Don't go yet. Too soon. Then keep an eye on RHE. This thing could be gearing up to go parabolic. Let me see here. I think RHE is setting up to go to new highs here. IHT's gone. Pull back again, RHE. RHE could be gearing up. I don't want to see it grind like this, though. It'll explode up to new highs. Gonna pull back down. IHT failed at that 5, see? It's pulling back to 450. So if you would have chased after that, you would have failed. Did exactly what I said, pulling back to 450. From here, it's going to build up, potentially break from there. Keep an eye on this RHE. IHT. It's going to break over 5. Cupcake making 490 bucks. Good job. No, RHE ain't going to do anything, I think. IHT. Watch for it to surge and break up over 5. It's going to run up to 556. %77 of stocks are making new highs. This RHE sure is fighting. It's trying. Getting close to that do or die stage on it. From here, it's going to come back down to 21. If it falls down below 21, everybody's going to give up on it. But from here, though, this thing could easily surge right back up to its highs, blow over 23.50 and run to 25, and then the next level will be 30 bucks. As long as IHT holds this 450s. How to join the chat room. In the video description below, there should be a link to the Discord group. And then also on my YouTube channel page, if you click that join button, you could sign up for either the Discord chat or the Wolfpack Ultimate Pass. I like the way that this RHE is pulling back right here. I like to see that. I could see this easily ripping right back up to 25. Get that explosion up to the high. IHT failed. Death candle. $30 million in volume on RHE. What time is it? 10:40. It's fighting. It's trying. I wouldn't want to see it exhaust itself, though. Yeah, it's starting to exhaust itself. You want to see them do it, not just linger around like I said. You see? Now everybody's giving up on it. It's done. Game over. See how fast these things can drop on you guys? From 23 slams all the way down to 20 bucks. A $3 death candle. MVIS is getting its push. Up to 15. That's a bummer on RHE. I was really looking forward for it to surge and pushed up to 25. It exhausted itself. That's why I preach to you guys. Make that money and lock it in. Because the more you linger and hang around, the more you put yourself at risk. It's just not worth it. Fell off. That's done for right now. MVIS is gone. Good push from 1450s all the way up to 15. Skills working. Someone's arm set NSPR had a good pop. TLRY. It could most definitely keep pushing 17, 18 bucks. For sure. MVIS, I would like to see it pull back down. Like this 1460s, 1470s. LMFA is trying to ramp. What was that one dub? LMFA? Yeah. Run up halt, run up halt, run up halt, run up halt. From 640s, now it's all the way down to 450s. IHT, this thing's a fighter. This thing sure is a fighter. It just keeps coming back. It's a good sign. An SPR running right back up to 490s. LADS, that's a good bottom there at 850s. It's pushing up to the VWAP. LADS here. This could have a nice run on it. Most definitely. I want to see what happens here with IHT. Get a micro pullback here, potentially. This thing could break over that 5. 20 million in volume, 3 million float. They've rotated that float 7 times now. Pay attention and watch the tape while it's moving, guys. That's how you can determine strength or weakness. A big wedge on this thing. Huh. There goes LADS. Told you guys. Look at that bottom. Beautiful pop. $1. They could push to 10. Easy. This IHT still going. This bad boy gets over that 5, it's gonna go wild. Nope. A lot of red on that tape. A lot of red. A lot of red. So there's potentially a stubborn short, I think, up here. And if volume keeps pushing into this, bet this thing's gonna go wild. And then real quickly back to our MVIS. See, I told you guys. At that 15 level, let it pull back down to here. And from there, I would have been taking my position for this push up to new highs. It's a good push on MVIS. Telling you guys, watch this IHT. It could do something crazy. From 250 all the way up to 5. That new highs. It has never been this high. Here's that 5 test again. Flush it right back down to 440s, 430s. Yeah, RHE's done. If this thing comes all the way back, that'd be an epic comeback. Yeah, I'm using trade ideas next to my charts. But I want to thank you guys for joining us today on YouTube. We've been streaming now for 2 hours. It's going on 11 a.m., going into lunch hours. I'm about to end it here on YouTube and go and hang out with the guys in the Discord for a minute. Make those profits and lock them in, guys. I do think IHT blows over 5. just being a hard one to trade. SPY. Look at that. We just had people all talking about corrections and retracements all week. And the S&P 500s were right back up to all-time new highs. So it just goes to show you, nobody knows what will happen. Bunko could still keep going too, FNKO. This stock has a history of just running dollars. Like I said, guys, it's Friday. The hardest day to trade out of the whole week. Don't destroy your whole week's worth of work in one day. Fridays, I try to take it easy. I'm not going balls to the wall. I'm in protection mode. Because you don't want to go into the weekend down and red. You'd feel miserable. Then you got to sit for 2 days while the markets are closed and think about what you did. That's not fun. Every time I say that, I think of that 80s song by, I forget who it is. Quiet Riot, I think. Balls to the wall, yeah. Da, 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 da. Wow, SQFT. All these random low float stocks just popping up and taking off. SQFT, IHT, LMFA. Ears having a good run. AWX running up. ORGS, that thing's a turd. What are you gonna do, IHT? What are you gonna do? The thing with IHT, what they would probably do, wick it down to 425, $4 again, and then they'll rip it right back up. This is a tricky stock here, for sure. I just want to see how this plays out with you guys. Yep. LEDS is still bullish. Yep. Just be careful with this IHT. It's not going to be an easy one. I just want to see what happens with it. I think it does blow over 5, but they're not going to make it easy. You see the wedge on it all day. With patterns, though, you never know which way it's going to go. It's a 50-50. You have that 50% chance it could go down, 50% chance it can go up. Pretty consistent high volume on average for this name. Usually during consolidation periods, you want to see volume retracements. Tie with the dealer in blackjack. I'm not sure about that. Oh, the player wins with a blackjack unless the dealer has a blackjack. If the dealer has a blackjack and the player doesn't, the player loses. If both have blackjack, it's a tie push. Yeah, this IHT, I think it's going to be a rascal, guys. I think they're going to slam it down. They're going to play games with this one. Yeah, because if IHT, it could death candle down 80 cent, a dollar. If it pushes that 5, you would need to hold on to it to run up to 6. 6 or more. I just keep thinking about how many times it ran up, it looked like it was done for, made an ultimate comeback here, pulled back down, another ultimate comeback, and now it's just been lingering and hanging around. That's what just makes it interesting and why I want to keep eyes on it. Because they wouldn't just bring it back up for no reason. So many possibilities what they could do with this. They can crack it below the trend line, trap shorts, bring it back up, play with it around more, and then have that big blow up over 5. Paper cuts, if you're looking at marijuana stocks, you always want to look at the MJ. This is the marijuana ETF. Whatever this does, all the other pot stocks are going to follow. See how MJ, it ran up here on the 10-minute and it's rounding out. Same thing with TLRY. Ran up, rounding out, looks the same. CGC, same thing. There's opportunity in pot stocks. They're just not for me. I don't Pot stocks are more swing trading. They're not really day trading vehicles. I remember when TLRY ran all the way up to 150 bucks. That was like 2 years ago. Yeah, look at here on the daily when it IPO'd, it ran all the way up here. $300 it ran up to. I said 150, I lied. But I remember when this happened here. This was back in 2018. IHT cracking below that trend line. I wouldn't say you get bored. You just get used to what could happen. Reflecting back, you see all the stocks that had huge runners. When they pop up again, stocks like RHE, look at it. It's starting to come all the way back up. BTX. Running like that. You get comfortable, I would say, seeing the setup and potentially taking advantage of them. IHT starting to break down. I told you guys, this one's not going to be an easy one. They're going to play games. Yep, I remember that, Dev. Pot stocks is where you got your start. IHT crack and fall. IHT, it could do anything. From here, it could crumble and fall apart. Or they're trapping, and then they'll rip it later on. I'm going to keep preaching. They're going to play a lot of games with this one. I still think IHT blows over 5, though. It's just a feeling I have. And then if RHE does the ultimate comeback and runs to 25, RHE is officially crowned the dirtiest stock. The dirtiest stock ever. See, look at that on IHT. See how they keep ripping it right back up? Over 5, it's gonna go wild. Over 5, I could see it running to 7. And then if it breaks 5, watch volume and notice volume. So we see here there's 27, 28 million in volume on it. Watch how fast volume perks on it. Here's that $5 again. Look at that volume spike. It's still got a break, that 5. But like I said to you guys, I got that feeling it's gonna break 5. And this is just a feeling you develop and pick up by just being here every day. You see stuff like this happen all the time. And from my experience, you always go with your gut feeling. And my gut feeling is telling me this thing's gonna blow over 5. They're just gonna make it real hard and play a lot of games. And then now if I'm right, all of you guys, even on YouTube here, you should be joining the community because, like I said, I'm a badass motherfucker. Just like what we said yesterday with LEDS. When it was crumbling and falling apart here, I put it on parabolic alert. And it came pretty darn close here to going. You could just tell when you just focus on supply and demand and imbalance and just keep it to that, you're not going outside of the boundaries in no man's land and down these rabbit holes. You know, because there's so many of them. Just keep it simple, bare bones simple. Volume, price action, supply demand is key in this game. That's what it revolves around. And until you understand that, that's when the profits start rolling in. That Hawk Driver, that is isn't that movie where those guys are like, y'all want to see a dead body? I forget the name of it. IHT, it's gearing up and pulling back here for that explosive move over 5. It's looking pretty good, guys. There still is that chance it could fail, but from my experience, it's looking pretty good. There's a reason why I've been eyeing and watching this stock nonstop. No, it isn't called South Central. It was directed by Spike Lee. Spike Lee's a good director. Y'all want to see a dead body? When they were kids. Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood, that's the name of it. That's what that's off of, Hawk Driver, I think. It's been a long time since I've seen it. See, look at that. IHT. Boom, baby. Let's go. I told you guys. You guys should all be signing up now for the membership. Because I know what I'm doing out here. Boom. There's a reason why all these members in here show up every day. And trust me, I know I make money. I know exactly what I'm doing. It's going to run all the way up to 6. Wow. You guys want to see something crazy? You know your boy got in on that. I just made $35,000. And I'm still holding 5,000 shares. So now let this pull back here with this 5,000 shares and let it work for me. That's how we do it at Trading Learning 101, guys. Let this thing blow over 6. Let's go. Money in the bank on a Friday, making $35,000. That's got me pumped and fired up. Who out here is doing this like me? Nobody. I'm the wolf. I eat. I worked my butt off to do this and get to where I'm at. That's got me fired up, guys. So fired up like Dekmar. Out here making $35,000. Let's go. Run up to 6. Do it. Pay me out. Let this volume run into it now and everybody chase after it. I told you guys, there's a reason why I kept this stock up and watching it. I've seen this stuff so many times. Time and time and time and time again. And when you start trusting in yourself and going with your gut, you get paid. Beautiful play on this thing. And it's pulling back because it's about to blow over 6. Starts to fall down below 550, I'm locking in my last 5,000 shares. I'll just mark it and get out of it. That's what I'm talking about right there. Woo! Here comes our push. Let's get that push over 6. Come on, I want to sell to the dumb money. The dumb money chasing after this. Starts to push up to 6, I'll cancel this and get on that ask. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Woo! And I'm only getting better. Exactly, Dev. Only getting better because I love this game. I love what I'm doing out here. I show up every day. Every day. I put that work in. It may fail and fall back down here. That's why I have my stop in just to lock it in. But once stocks pick a direction, majority of the time they're going to keep going in that direction. So this is going to surge up to $6. It's just a matter of if and when. 34,000. Most people have to work half a year to make that money, guys. And you best believe I'm about to clip that. IHT, I bought 35,000 shares. Around 475, 450. See? I bought 30,000 shares here at 470s. 5,000 shares at 585 or 485. Held on to it all here. I had the idea of what it was doing and setting up. I went with my gut. Payday. Sold 22,000 shares at 571. And now I have my remaining 5,000 shares for my bonus. Potential bonus. This is a wallet pattern to end the Friday out. Push, baby, push. Nah, I'm just gonna get out of it. $33,500, guys. I'll take it. Hell yeah. Let's go. Amazing way to end a Friday. Amazing way to end this Friday. An entire year worth of work. Rip your shirt off on camera. You guys can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. How badly do you want this? I told myself I will learn this game. It took me 2.5, 3 years to learn this game, but I didn't quit. You have to strive every single day and show up every single day. The good times and the bad times. You're going to go through a lot of bad times in the beginning, but you cannot quit. Do you want to work for somebody else the rest of your life, or do you want to work for yourself? You have to ask that question. I want to work for myself. I want to do whatever I want to do. I don't want to be told how much vacation time I get every year, which is 2 weeks. You should value your time a lot more. So for all of you guys out there watching here on YouTube, if you're not a part of the community, join the community. These guys already out here are taking the steps needed to be successful and learn this game. If you want to be surrounded by like-minded people, this is look no further. This is the best place to be, is here. Best place to be. And look at it, my DMs are all blowing up with congratulations. That's got me so pumped. So pumped. Because it just goes to show you guys, you can do it. That's insane. Woo! Wow. My neighbors are probably like, what the hell's going on? We're over here getting paid. That's what's going on. The opportunity in the stock market out here is amazing and a beautiful thing. I love my job. I told you guys IHT was going to be a tricky one to trade. Look what they did. They scared out weak hands here by wicking it down to 425, 430s. They rip it right back up, hold it here. Boom, blast off. I told you guys the whole time I had a good feeling on this one. There's no reason why they would break it down right here and bring it all the way back, break it down again and bring it all the way back. There's no reason at all. There has to be a reasoning behind that. Higher prices. Look at that volume explosion. Everybody chasing after it. 1.5 million. And that just goes to show you as well, the smart money is getting in here. And then when it makes its move, the smart money is selling to the dumb money chasing after it. I wanted to try to end the day out here. We're streaming on YouTube, on Discord. I wanted to try to go out with a bang for you guys. It's not often I get on here now and stream on YouTube. Woo! We buy the neighbor's house if they complain about the noise. I heard that. Absolutely, Wolfpack. Geez, so motivating. Whoa. So that's 2 trades this week, guys. 2 trades. I've made over $20,000, $25,000. Wednesday, what was it? Wednesday or Tuesday, I traded RHE and made yesterday I made 11,500. Let's see. The 30th, that was 16,000. I'm making stupid money out here, but I worked my way up to be at this level. A lot of hard work, sweat, and tears. That was Wednesday. I want to try to find this. I took a 10K loss here on BTX on Wednesday. And then right here, Wednesday here, when RHE went supernova up over 20, I made $25,000. So 2 days this week, I've made over 25,000. That's $60,000 in 2 days I've made with 2 trades. That's insane. Insane. And I'm not showing you guys that just to brag. That should motivate you to want to do this, because I was in your shoes once. Perfect timing. Who's the king of day trading? Mr. Wolf. I have a lot of confidence in myself to do this. Showing up every single day, running a community, teaching others to do this stuff. Every day you guys see how successful I am at this. Trust in the process. Trust in the process. IHT's gonna explode over 6. It's going. Wow. Let's go. Still pumped on that. That's fucking... Man. Let me settle down, guys. That was an adrenaline rush. Oh my goodness. Enjoying the moment. That's what I'm doing right now. Give me a moment, guys. Oh my goodness. You gotta enjoy the moments. You got to. That's why I do this. Oh. Man. I gotta go for a run or something. Fuck. I almost made a new personal best, too. 40K would have been my best trade ever. We've been streaming for 3 hours straight now. Wow. You work your ass off for days like this, guys. You really do. I'm just enjoying the moment right now. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Oh, man. This is why you work your ass off. You work your ass off for paydays like this. And look at IHT is still going. It's unbelievable. So when you work your ass off 3 years down the road, you will. Look at it, ran right down to our trend line there. Bounced right at that level. Right there. Bounced there, there, there. 4 times. RHE. So far, it's at the backside of its move. All today was a great bounce day. I mean, you can't get mad. This stock ran from 15 all the way up to $24. That's a $9 move to the upside. The opportunity was right here on it. All that. Oh, and don't forget, guys, I didn't even mention this. This weekend, I should be doing a stream. I got a care package in from Cupcake. She lives in the UK, so she went out and got a bunch of snacks that are popular in the UK and sent it over to me. So I thought it'd be fun to open that, try out all the UK snacks live with you guys and have some fun. Hold up. Let me show you guys something. Go to my YouTube channel, guys. I have almost 500 videos on my channel. I've been making YouTube videos. I'm coming up on my 3-year anniversary for being a content creator on YouTube. So go off and watch these videos, all the original ones, and you see me level up as I progress the last 3 years. I went from making a couple $100 and being excited for that to making a few hundred, $500, $600 to $1,000 to $2,000, leveling up as my career progressed. You always want to try to challenge yourself as a trader. Never get content. Someone just asked, I'm probably going to make a recap video on this IHT trade. Probably not. Because in my eyes, and you guys don't even see me flash my profits or what I make on social media. I'm just not about that. I try to stay humble and keep to myself. The only people that are important to me are members. Members who show up every day. I post my trades every day for you guys. Show you what I made, what I lost. You're the only ones that matter. And if I'm out here flexing huge profits, all it's going to do is attract the wrong people. And I don't want that. There's going to be people Ooh, he made 35,000 on IHT. I gotta follow his alerts. And then when they get here and find out I don't give alerts, I actually develop traders. I teach them to be their own. They get all antsy and pissed off and want to throw tantrums. It's like, it's not my fault you want to be a follower. We're not about that here. We're about building people up to find what they're good at so they could take advantage and develop strategies and trading styles based around who they are as a person. And members in here, the ones that been with me for 6 months, a year, 2 years, you can honestly say thanks for actually not feeding me alerts and actually make me learn this game, because I found out who I am and developed strategies that I myself am comfortable trading. You feel a lot better about yourself when you can pull money out of the stock market yourself. You really do. That accomplishment feeling. But I'm not all about being out there flashing my profits to everybody. I look at that as bragging. I'm not about that. It's called karma. James, you're right. Being patient is the key. Being patient, trusting in yourself, believing in yourself, knowing that you know what could happen because you've studied it. That's a sick drop right there. If anybody was in on that, my condolences. Wow. I mean, I can't top that, guys. That was pretty amazing. So on that note, I think I'm going to be done on YouTube. Thanks everybody on YouTube for joining us today. If you liked hanging out with us and you enjoy the community here, you enjoyed the video, don't be shy. Join the community here. There's a lot of great people in here, and we're all on the same page. We all want to get better, make money, and do good. There's a lot of people that come into this. A lot of people. And there's going to be a lot of people that come and go. There's only a select few that actually stick around and want to learn this and show up every single day. You show up every single day, you're already doing it. You're putting in that work. You're already exceeding and doing what 90% of people fail at. There's a lot of people out there that say you will fail as a day trader. It's just not worth it. I'm proof you can do this. And there's other people out there that do this successfully. Nathan from Investors Underground. Bao from My Investment Club. Alex from My Investment Club. Anton Creel. Tim Sykes, if you want to consider him a trader. There's all kinds of people out here that make it. The ones that say that this is a scam and you'll lose all your money, it's only because they failed. On Twitter, you'll see some great traders in here that pop up and consistently hang around. Investors Domain, this guy's pretty good. J Trader, He's been trading for a long time. He's amazing at what he does. He's a great trader. We all know Nathan from Investors Underground. There's Bao, Modern Rock. He's a great trader. I like Bao because he speaks the truth. He doesn't hide any BS behind the curtain, and he says it like it is. Tom Canfield, another great trader. I mean, there's a lot of great traders out here. You just have to surround yourself with the good ones. Stay away from those, phonies out there. Like Humble Trader. She's garbage. Garbage. People like to be entertained. Just because somebody has 1 million subscribers doesn't necessarily mean they are good at what they do. They're good at entertaining people because people like to be entertained. People don't like the boring study education. Wow, that's insane. Still coming down off of that. This is why you work your ass off for days like this. Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to do this real quick for you guys on YouTube. You guys on YouTube, go to my main channel here. If you go to my About section, scroll down a bit, I have all these links right here. Here's my Discord chat room. Click that link. It'll direct you right to my Discord. Go ahead, create an account if you need to, sign in, join the community. And also, there's a join button up here. Click that join button. Either sign up for the Discord chat room first if you just want to check it out, see how it is. You'll get access to the Discord chat. You'll participate with us in the everyday chat throughout the week, the trading week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Or if you want the Wolfpack Ultimate Pass, this is the biggest bang for your buck. Wolfpack Ultimate Class, you unlock not only the entire Discord and the everyday chat, you're also going to get access. You can see right here, all of us members in here are in the trading live stream. Every Friday, we trade live, and this is real time. And then every day throughout the week, from 8:50 a.m. to 9:20 a.m., we do a pre-market prep. I go over all the stocks on my watch list, the game plan that I have for a lot of stocks, get a little bit of motivation, and then 10 minutes before the market opens, we all meet up in the chat. We call out stocks, work together as a team, have multiple eyes in the markets. Throughout the day, I'm sharing charts, showing you guys what I think my personal opinion is with these stocks and setups, learning from my experiences. And with this also, you get access to the day trading masterclass. We have all the classes here. We're on part 6 right now. We're about to do part 7, May 11th, Tuesday. So already right now, you have 10, 12 hours of masterclass content to learn how to day trade. You also get member-only videos. I make videos specifically for members only. market recaps, PowerPoint slides. I give you guys homework, member video playlist, and again, my study notes from back when I myself was learning this game. I show you guys the notes that I took in the past to help you guys. And this server is jam-packed, filled with education and tools to help you. I can guide you guys, but you have to put that work in. It's the honest truth. I just can't open your head up and pour all the knowledge in there and you know everything. This takes time. Chart studies. Charts of the day. I break down charts. A lot of people come in here, they go, I don't know how to break down charts. I have a hard time looking at charts and seeing levels. In the chart studies and the charts of the day, look at all these different examples I have posted in here with my technical analysis for you to learn from. Put that work in. It's all here for you. It's all here. You just have to dig into the server and see all what's in here. I've been adding into this since mid-2019. Epic charts. All the stocks that went parabolic supernova. More charts. Can never have enough charts. Playbook plays. Pump and dump charts. Audiobooks. 20 audiobooks in here. Book recommendations. There's 29 free PDF books in here. Free. Candlestick patterns. All things related to candlesticks. Chart patterns. All things related to chart patterns. And the list goes on and 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 on. The possibilities in here is endless. And all of this stuff is, I've personally added all of this stuff myself over the past 3-4 years. Look at, I'm adding stuff in here from 2018. So it's not like I've just created this and, you know, I've been building this for years. Fibonacci, options, trading psychology. I mean, all the good stuff. Tape reading. And it's all categorized for you. So all of you guys on YouTube, if you want to be a part of a great community, join up. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you guys have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. And what a great way to start off May. Awesome.